right? Okay, my name is Vijay and I am from Sticky. Our today's topic is about spacecraft. We have seen one video before too. That was about the basics of a spacecraft and what is in the Kennedy Space Center. In our today's video, we are going to see about the rollout and the preparations just before the launch. That's a huge topic. Then why are we waiting? Let's stick to the point and dive right in. It was then taken to one of the OPFs. Once inside, the engineers would literally crawl all over it to fix or replace many of the shuttle components to make sure that it's safe to fly for the next shuttle mission. This process can take several months to complete. This is a part of the reason why the space shuttle was so expensive. Meanwhile, the work starts over here at the VAB. We start with the solid rocket boosters, which are assembled piece by piece. On inside, we have the solid rocket fuel. Once ignition starts, at the liftoff, it cannot be turned off. Now it's time to lift the orange external tank and put it into its place. There are two smaller tanks into it. One is for the liquid hydrogen and the other is for the liquid oxygen. These tanks will remain empty until just a few hours before the launch. Now, at room temperature, hydrogen and oxygen both are gases which take up an enormous amount of space. But if we put them at extremely cold temperatures, they will turn into liquids. And then we can put a lot more inside the tanks. The liquid from each of the tanks flows through pipes down to where it will connect to the orbiter. This side is for the liquid hydrogen and this side is for the liquid oxygen. Once the orbiter was ready, it was then transferred from the OPF to the VAB, and this was referred to as the rollover. The orbiter was then hooked up to a crane, carefully lifted, moved over to the high bay, and then mounted to the side of the external tank. The fuel and the electrical connections were attached to the bottom of the orbiter. There was another attachment up towards the top. Once it's all ready to go, we move it to one of the launch pads which is more than 5 kilometers away. This is referred to as the rollout. The weight of the entire shuttle stack is supported at the base by 8 hold-down posts, 4 on each of the SRBs. It's then secured in place by the hold-down bolts. At the moment of liftoff, these will detonate to free the shuttle. The platform it's on is called the Mobile Launch Platform. Underneath it is the crawler transporter, which moves everything under 1.5 kilometers per hour. It takes many hours to get all the way to one of the two launch pads. Then it's up the ramp slowly into position. The platform is put on supports and the crawler goes back down the ramp. Okay, now the video is over and how do you feel about it? Great. Leave it down in the comments below and I hope it gave some basic information about what happens just before the launch. In our next video, we'll see something more about the spacecraft. Until then, Vijay signing off and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.